And we're going to bring Reggie Middleton over here to chat with us courtside as the Eagles have picked up their 7th consecutive victory. Middleton in foul trouble most of the first half. How frustrating was it to watch the first half and not be able to play because of those fouls?
That might have been the most frustrating I've been since the beginning of the year. I mean, I just couldn't do nothing to help my team out there. We looked a little sluggish, so I just had to suck it up till halftime was over with. Reggie King came off the bench and gave us some quality minutes, so that helped us out a lot.
In the second half, you kind of took the game by a hold a little bit. Talk about kind of the way you dictated the tempo in the second half.
Coach was just telling us we getting them in foul trouble, keep going to the basket, stop settling for threes and jump shots. And the court was wide open. It was just basically me and my man one-on-one, so I just took the advantage of it.
A year ago at this time, you were hurt. You weren't playing. How nice is it to be on the court and making a difference?
And that's exactly what making me go so hard every day in practice, every game. I never had a chance to play at this time of the year, so I'm just going extra hard now.
Reggie, what's your confidence level right now? It seems like, particularly in the second half, there was a stretch there where you were kind of playing like there was nobody out there who could guard you if you had the ball in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I always been. I always been one of the most confident players. I just go hard every day and feel like nobody can stop me.
When Reggie went in the first half, do you have anything to say to him about, because I guess that may be his season high minutes?
Second game he's played meaningful minutes the entire season.
Yeah, I mean, I just tell Reggie King, just keep playing hard. He played very hard. He real aggressive, great defender on the ball. So I just tell him to play him like he played me every day in practice.
Well, congratulations, Reggie. Thanks so much for joining us.
All right, thank you.
Reggie Middleton, he's our Coca-Cola Player of the Game. Twist the cap to refreshness. We're standing by for Winthrop head coach Randy Peel, who's making his way out of the locker room as the Eagles have picked up victory number 15 tonight. The win for the Eagles will up the win total to +4 over last year's 11-19 mark, probably guarantee a 500 season, which a 10-year run of that was snapped last year. We're joined now by Winthrop head coach Randy Peel, and Reggie Middleton's impact on the game just seems to be a remarkably different team when he's out there.
Well, the biggest thing that it does for us, Dave, is he's just aggressive. He's one of those kind of kids that the best thing he does is he attacks the defense and he gets by people. And the first half, they're playing a matchup zone, and they're even playing a matchup zone and dropping back to about 17 feet, just daring us to shoot the ball. But I thought in the first half we just played too much east and west, and we didn't get in gaps and make two guys guard the ball. And now, where I was wrong, in the first half I also thought we settled for jump shots way too much. But I thought that Reggie Middleton, I thought, did a really good job for us. And Robbie Dreher gave us a lot of energy. Charles Corbin, I thought, gave us a lot of energy, particularly in the second half. And I also thought that Andy Bouchard played, I thought even though he scored 2 points, his energy and his effort really helped us as well.
What about Matt Morgan? 17 points in the first half. He had 13. He was the offense in the first half.
Yeah, he was. I'm telling you, it was like that game was like a tournament-style game. I mean, it wasn't. You're going to play games that are ugly, and you got a choice of playing a pretty one and losing or playing ugly and win. It was ugly. I told my staff that's the way to play us. That's one of the ways to play us. Charleston Southern in the second half just backed up to 15 feet and said, hey, make shots. Now what they did a little bit different was they tried to match us up, and that was a little bit of a problem.
Randy also had, particularly in the first half, a little difficulty getting back in transition defense that you gave up way too many layups. I'm sure this is probably the kind of game you like. You win the game, but there's a lot for you to chew on at practice tomorrow. Yeah,
I mean, right now we're just having a lot of issues with transition. And the issue that we're having is that it's the post running the pipe. It's like where the ball's being brought up the floor, we got a guy running to the middle to the rim, and our point guard or two men got to be deep as the deepest. And so when we start talking and communicating, we're letting guys run to the rim and give up layups. Now the worst one was when Matt Morgan was shooting a free throw, and then they ran right down and laid the ball in the basket. So we work on it every day. Y'all been to practice. I got to be transition king of America, and I guess you can see why now.
So how far did you miss your number tonight?
My number was, I missed it by 12. My number was 52. That was our goal that was one. Our second goal was to be under 40%. They were 40.7. I mean, it's good. It's not excellent. The other goal I had was to keep them at 5 threes or less, which we did do that, because they've been making 7. The other threes I had was to not allow any of their perimeter guys to score in double figures, and I think we didn't get that done. Haley scored 12, and Flintner scored 12 as well. But I tell you what, they're a hard team to guard. I mean, they really are. It's playing small ball, when you play them, especially with the big guy not playing.
But you won.
We won, happy about that. And, what we're going to do now, because of next week is a big week, we're going to actually take 2 days this week, by NCAA rules, so that next week we don't have to take a day off. So we're going to give them Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to come back, practice Friday, and then we got Eastern Kentucky on Saturday. And it's a big game for us. And obviously our last week we got, we got Asheville, and then at High Point and Radford.
Well, no practice tomorrow. That means you got all morning to prep up for our Hilton Garden Inn Randy Peel. So you should be at your best tomorrow.
Hey, I'll be looking for the same effort from you.
Always.
All right.
Winthrop head coach Randy Peel. The Eagles knock off Gardner-Webb 69-64. We've got the coaches show tomorrow at 1 at Firebones. The coaches luncheon about 12:15. We have more on our Piedmont Medical Center Winthrop post game show coming up on the Winthrop Sports Network.